Hi, CCE family. Just want to give you a brief update about some of our plans for exiting lockdown. Firstly, a huge thank you to everyone who filled in the online survey and questionnaire last week. It's been hugely helpful for us as a leadership team as we've reflected on this. And there are a few themes that have emerged for us, and you'll find a short summary in the newsletter this week and in the news section of our website. So thank you so much for everyone that filled it in. I just want to give a few principles, guiding principles that will inform our decision making as we go forward, thinking about how do we exit lockdown. I know many of us are really looking forward to being able to meet together with others in the CCE family to pray and to meet together, to connect and to worship and to learn together. And we really want to try to facilitate that. While church buildings are opening, there's so many restrictions about what we can and can't do in our church buildings that whatever we were able to do would be so different from what we are used to when we gather on Sunday mornings. That we think meeting in small groups is going to be the best way of facilitating getting together in the next wee while. We do want this to be as inclusive as possible, to include everybody within the CCE family should they wish to meet together. And therefore there's going to need to be some structure and organising and allocating to groups to make sure that everybody has a chance and is invited to be part of meeting together in person. And we want to respect the different pace and preferences that people may have about meeting together in person. And so this is going to need some grace and some understanding from each one of us as we respect and understand the differences and different individual preferences that there are within the CCE family. While the desire to be inclusive also means that we recognise that some people may choose not to meet together in person, maybe for their shielding, or there's health issues that would mean you would prefer to continue to meet in your home. And so we want to try and provide some online content each week, or a chance to gather together, maybe very simple, maybe bread and wine and a chance just to chat and pray together. But each week there's a chance for everybody to connect online if you prefer not to meet in person. We will be following Scottish Government guidelines around meetings, and we're also going to produce some guidelines or guidance for each of the different activities that we might be doing over the summer. And we would ask that each of us just follow these guidelines as we meet together, to respect the CCE family and those with different preferences maybe than we have. And so this is a chance for us to experiment, to try some things out over the summer and see what works and to learn from them, that as we go into the autumn, we can take this experience that will shape our meeting together in the autumn. And so specifically, what we're going to do over the next wee while, we know that Zoom works and is hugely appreciated. Many of you have said how much you've appreciated that, so thank you for the feedback on that. And for the first three Sundays in July and the first Sunday in August, so that's the 5th, the 12th, the 19th of July and the 2nd of August, we're going to meet together on Zoom as we have been over the last few weeks and months. And then for a couple of Sundays, so it's the 26th, the last Sunday in July, and then the 9th of August, we're going to meet in small-sized groups, probably outside, weather permitting. And we'd like to use the structure of the local support groups, which includes everybody in the church. Everybody's been part of a local support group. It may well end up being a subset or a smaller group, those support groups divided into 2 or 3 groups that will meet together, maybe in a garden or in a public open space, weather permitting. And we're going to provide some central framework for a gathering of prayer and sharing together, that each group will be doing the same thing, really simple thing, and then maybe a chance just to bring your own picnic and eat together. And it's a great opportunity to meet together in person, meet maybe some new people or people that we don't know so well and share together in these small groups, but know that there are all these other small groups around the city that are doing exactly the same things. So your local support group organizer will hopefully be in touch with you in the next week or so, just to find out about your thoughts and preferences around that. But we would love to see you engage with these on 26th of July and the 9th of August. And then we've been planning a camping trip, a weekend away for the CCE family on the 14th to the 16th of August. We're hoping that that might still be able to go away, and chance for day visitors to come for the day. And we're in liaison with the owners of the farm and the camping place to see whether we might be able to do that. And you'll find a bit more information in the newsletter and a chance to sign up to the waiting list for that camping trip. And then as we think about the rest of August and September, again, I think it's likely that we could meet in small groups with some kind of central content, maybe some live streaming or online content, and then some things that are facilitated within those small groups all around the city to help us meet together in person, but also retain that sense of the larger church, and that we're all doing the same thing, and the online bit to make sure that everybody's included in what we're doing. We'll give you more details of that as we work on that and that becomes a little bit clearer, and there'll be more details around this local support group meetings at the end of July and early August, and then the camping trip in the coming weeks. So please stay safe. So looking forward to meeting together in person, even if it's in small groups. It'll be great to meet with some of you, and may you have a good few weeks. Bless you all.